Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about story. Lines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Davante Adams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. Well, it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Warner to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A play fake. Now Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And this is going to be Packer football. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Crosby is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. The 40. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. And defensively, what do you do here? The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Flushed out right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And Crosby puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, Warner. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Warner. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Alexander Mattison with a touchdown run. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Tyrell Williams leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Takes it at the 7. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and 8. They'll go right back to the ground with Fall. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Warner. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They run the counter now on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. 94 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Here's Warner. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, is paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers, flushed out right. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do?
know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Warner. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. On 2nd down, Warner. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Warner from the gun. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. It'll be Warner on 1st down. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a 1st down throw, Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers looking to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So